Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So in this video we are going to see the environments, meaning and components. So environment literally means surrounding and everything that affects an organisms during its lifetime is collectively known as environment. In other words, environment is sum total of water, air and land interrelationships among themselves and also with the human beings, other living organisms and property. It includes all the physical and biological surroundings and their interactions. Environmental studies provide an approach towards understanding an environment of our planet and the impact of human lives upon the environment. Thus, the environment is actually global in nature. It is a multidisciplinary subject including physical, geological, geography, history, economics, physiology, biotechnology, remote sensing, geophysics, soil science, and hydrology, etc. Now we can see the scope of environmental science. The environmental science is a multidisciplinary science whose basic aspects have a direct relevance to every section of society. Its main aspects are following: conservation of nature and natural resources, conservation of biological diversities, control of environmental pollution, stabilizations of human populations and environment, social issues in relation to a development and environment, development of non-polluting renewable energy systems, and providing a new dimension to the nation's security. Now we can see the importance of the environmental science. The environmental belongs to the living beings and thus the importance for all. Each one is affected by environmental issues like global warming, depletion of ozone layer, dwindling forest, energy resources, loss of global biodiversity, etc. The environment study deals with the analysis of processes in water, air, land, soil, and organisms which lead to pollute or degrade the environment. It helps us to establish a standard for a safe, clean, and healthy natural ecosystem. It is also deals with the important issues like safe and clean drinking water, hygienic living conditions, and a clean and fresh air, fertility of land, health, food, and development. Sustainable environmental law, environmental protection management, and environmental engineering are emerging as dimensions in environmental protection and management. Now we can see the components of the environment. The basic components of the environments are atmosphere or the air, lithosphere or the rock and soil, hydrosphere or the waters, and the living components of the environmental or biosphere. The biotic component. Biotic means living. It is consist of the living parts of the environment, including associations of a lot of interrelated populations that belongs to the different species inhabiting a common environment. The populations and those of the animal community, the plant community, and the microbial community. Biotic components or living consist of the living parts of the environment that living, including the associations or interrelated populations that belongs to different species of inhabiting a common environment. The biotic communities are divided into autotrophs, saprotrophs, and heterotrophs. Abiotic components, or it is also called as non-living components. These are the most important determining factors of whereas and how well an organism exists in the environment. Although these factors interact with each other, one single factor can limit the range of an organism's, thus acting as the same limiting factor. These factors can be categorized into following groups: physical factors and inorganic and organic substances. Now we can see the physical factor. The main components are temperature, water, rain, that is rainfall, light energy, soil, atmospheric pressure, and inorganic substances are water, oxygen, carbon, nitrogen, sulfur, nitrate, phosphate, and ions of various metals, etc. are an inorganic substances. So this is the chart of components of the ecosystem. This is biotic factor, abiotic factors. Abiotic factor are divided into two types, that is the climatic factors and adiabatic factors. And these are the example of climatic factor. These are the example of the adiabatic factor. Same likewise, the biotic factor are divided into three types: producer, consumer, and decomposer. These are the green plants are the autotrophs, that is the example of producer, and the primary, secondary, tertiary, quaternary heterotrophs, which is the example of consumer, and bacteria, fungi, saprotrophs are the example of